All right, peace, peace, peace. First and foremost, hopefully the Most High in your house is blessing your day. By His mercies, you not consumed. We're alive with Most High in your house, by until we're naturally alive, man. I want to get into this, man, because I was watching the whole Shannon Sharp. The clip of, well, yeah, so I actually watched the brother Ali, I forgot his name, the comedian from Houston, on Shannon Sharp's Club Shay Shay podcast. And he was going into how, like, a lot of times, too, and that's why, like, in the law, it says that, like, Deuteronomy, if you had to take, like, a number two or take a bowel movement, go outside the camp, man, because the brother was going into one time when he was in prison, how he made his cellmate, his cellie, you should say, sit down and pee. That's crazy because he was trying to he was trying to pray, and I think he was trying to use the bathroom or something like that, or he was like, it was dirty, man. But that's why in the law it says that, man. But you know what? And he went in there later on, went into how because he said, listen, and most people that have been there, or not all, I should per se, have been there, or I have talked to some saying how much prison. I think even Wallow said one time how prison, if you want to learn respect, stuff like that, prison is one of the most respectful places, man. Honestly, it's not like a lot of times how they make it out to be. I can't speak that too much as I haven't been there, but it's really a respectful place. But you have to think about the psychology and the spirit behind it, because you in there with killers, like, murderers, like, all types of guys. So anything can happen anywhere, any time. So yeah. So and you even learn that coming up, like, in the streets for that example. But well, now not really now, because people just mad disrespectful. But yeah, man, that's just what it is. So yeah, it's one of the most respectful places and clean. But but also too, like, that's why he said the brother was going into, man, how the hood, how the environment's, like, how where our people are at, it should be, what's up, brother, should be clean. Like, because we're really, most of the time too, I think the brother Chronicles of Judah said this one time. He said, really is it, because you really think about the places our people live at, like, that were scattered out through the four corners of the earth. Is it really like, the place itself, or is it the people there? Is it a reflection of the spirit and conduct of the people? Now, don't get it twisted though. There are other factors in why. Like, of course, we're in the condition now we're in. One, the curses, and two, we are oppressed people. Don't get me wrong. Yes, we are, but a lot of times too, like, it's really the reflection of the people. Is it really the city? Because I live in Philly. Is it really Philly itself? Like, the city is so, like, dirty and bad, or is it the reflection of the people? So yeah, and that's really happens most of the time too. Because I remember, shout out to Brother Chronicles of Judah. He did years ago. Like, it's this elderly couple, like, older couple in Milwaukee, man, and they do, like, block cleanups every week, and their community's clean, and they kind of live in the, like, the what you call, like, the hood in Milwaukee, man. But they make sure, they just clean up the block, man. But that all starts, like, spiritually, internally, because that goes into, we're going to conduct ourselves in an upright manner, even though we live in the conditions, man. So, because a lot of times too, it's not always the environment. It's not only just the environment. It's the environment is a reflection of the people, though. So yeah, and that's kind of what the brother was kind of saying. I forgot the brother's name, Ali, from the Shannon Sharp podcast. But let me say this too, because there's a balance and nuance thing. Because trust me, that doesn't mean since the places are as clean, the people are always better, man. Because listen, I worked with corporate America and Esau, man. Those people are just as dirty inside as, like, anything could be, man. So it's like, yeah, like, wicked as hell, like, dirty, like, filthy in the inside. But the environment and stuff like that is clean. The firms, the, like, offices, the buildings, like, all of it's clean. But the people there, so that's a balanced thing, man. So yeah, man. So and that's just is what it is, though, man. But that's even though I'm saying this though, but still you have to have compassion to those that are without, man, because that's what Yahushua did in Mark 6:34, man. Because actually Yahushua was from the ill streets of Nazareth, man. People don't think that, like, but yeah, man, he was there, man, because that's why they said they said what good could come out of Nazareth, man. So yeah, so that's just is what it is right there, man. So because honestly, the people, if Yahushua was here, like, on this earth today, like, he came. But today, man, he'll become preaching in the illest parts of of Philly, New York, Baltimore, he or anywhere in California. He'll be going there, man. Any places like that, man. St. Louis, Cleveland, Cincinnati, Boston, DC. He be going to these places, man. Like in the because yeah, man, that's where he came to because that's where he would be coming to, man. It's, honestly, if you ask me, seriously, man, he be probably from there and will be preaching there, man. So a lot of times too, it's just a reflection of things, other people, man. When we see certain things, man, it's really a reflection of the people out there, man. In these certain places, man. Now don't get twisted because there are other factors why those people live in those conditions, man. And a lot of times too, man. Even think about this too, even a lot of times, the brother because don't get twisted, man. Because how are people we live in the conditions, man? That we live in. But think about even so-called Native Americans, man. Them living on the reservations, man. Them jokes ain't no joke. You need them, man. So, but also too, man. It just goes into being thankful for what we do have. You know this too. Let me say too, it's a balance to that too, because that's why I like you. I think Redman said it in the interview one time. He said, and I think he was talking about the movie Friday, or the movie Friday, back 30 years ago, man. I do like this place that because sometimes it's in the conditions that we live in, it's not always bad though. We do have good times. That's why, even on a natural tip, even though at Genesis is saying one people shall be stronger than the other, talking about Jacob in Genesis 25, that's going into faith really. But really, our people because what people could go through what we went through and still be here. That's why without the Most High in your house, that's why by His mercies we aren't consumed. But yeah, man, that's just is what it is there. But he says, but like he said, man, it's not always bad living because not all of us, of course, came up and lived in the hood. I live in both parts. I live in the cul-de-sac and in the suburbs, and plus I lived in the illest parts of West Philly, man. So I had kind of had that balance, but. Yeah, man. So it's not always bad there, though. There, man. It's just always not always good because we could I think that's a gift and a curse to our people because we can make we can laugh and get through hard times stuff like that. But the balance, the bad thing to that is we always take everything as a joke though. But it's been a gift and a curse throughout our history, man, as a people, man. So. Yeah, man, that's what I'm going to. Sometimes it's just a reflection of the people, man. So, and don't get twisted, like I always said, like we just said, just because some places are clean, stuff like that, doesn't mean the people aren't dirty. So I just want to touch on that, man. So, peace.